Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Penny for Your Thoughts. My name is Reid Urban. I apologize that it's been a while since I created one of these videos, but due to school and stuff regarding family and all that such, I wasn't able to get to another video until now. But we are now on episode 6, and today we're talking about COVID, and more specifically, how it's impacting US-Canada-Canadian relationships, particularly at the border. So a recent New York Times article came out explaining why Americans can't seem to go to Canada and that sort of thing, and what happened, why are Americans not being able to go to Canada when the border may open, that sort of thing. And so this New York Times article lays out a couple key details about why U.S. residents can't go to Canada. So I have a copy of it right here, so that I can give you it. So one of the frustrations, particularly for the U.S.-Canada border, is particularly on the border where all those cities like Detroit and Buffalo are that really rely on that cross-border tourism travel to get their economies going. And it's been a little bit of a frustration because apparently, Americans can now go to France, they can vacation in France, they can go to Spain, they can go to Greece, they can go that such, and yet we still can't go to Canada. And so obviously a lot of Americans, particularly those on the border, are frustrated. And so what was the reason behind this? Why are they still not opening the border like they said they would? Because the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau of Canada, said we're going to have it open by June 21st, and now he has extended it until July 21st. So what is the reason behind that? Well, there's one key answer to that: the Delta variant. So the Delta variant obviously has been expanding, and it's taken more people. It's now becoming a dominant virus variant in the US. And so Justin Trudeau, rightly so, is very scared and very concerned about this virus variant particularly getting into his country, and he's obviously there to look out for his Canadians and his citizens and all that such. And so the border continues to remain closed, primarily because he doesn't want the Delta variant to be a dominant vaccine or virus variant in Canada. And so another reason is, and he actually said this in a speech about why it's still closed. And he said, quote, "Even a fully vaccinated individual can pass on COVID-19 to someone who's not vaccinated." So, and he goes on further to say that means we have to really make sure that not only people who are fully vaccinated can travel, but the communities to which they will return are not at risk, because even though they are protected from hospitalization, the people around them may not be. So obviously, based on this quote, he's really concerned about those who are unvaccinated or not vaccinated fully yet. He set a goal that he wants 75% of Canadians to get their first dose and 20% to be fully vaccinated. So that's another key issue that Trudeau is having in terms of the border. So he's making it very clear that until we reach this threshold, we're not going to open the border for any reason. We're going to still have that extreme measures to keep Canada safe and make sure that this virus does not explode out of control, and to an update. So we don't know when the border is fully going to reopen. Like I said, he put the timeline for July 21st, but that can extend based on the evolving science and evidence of what goes on. So what Justin Trudeau is sending is a very clear and concise message that until not just Canadians, but Americans too, until they reach that threshold that they want to reach, the 70% first dose and the 20% second dose or second fully vaccinated dose, until we reach that mark, we're not going to open the border, and he may have to continue extending it. So the economies of the cities along the border, especially the smaller ones, are going to continue to be impacted by this until that thing opens. But it's a very contentious issue. A lot of Americans are frustrated and that they can't go back to the border and all that such. But I've had friends who've taken a lot of extreme measures regarding keeping themselves safe from COVID. And it seems like Canada, especially Trudeau, is trying to do the same thing here by saying, until we really get this under control, we can't have this cross-border travel and that sort of thing, because it's still way too dangerous. And so we'll see what happens. Canadians can still go back in there. They still have to go through the 14-day mandatory quarantine before they get back in. So obviously tourism is hit especially if you're American too, trying to go across there. So that continues to be hit. But, like he's sending a very clear signal that until we get this under control, until there's no more variants that are more dangerous, more deadly, that sort of stuff, we're going to keep moving these extreme measures until we get there. And so that's the reality of the situation on the ground. And this is what Americans and Canadians are got to deal with until this is under control. Remember, both things have to work. This is not just a domestic issue between the US and Canada. This is really an international issue between them. And until they are fully vaccinated, until we are fully vaccinated, particularly those in the South that still are hesitant about getting the vaccine, until we get to that vaccination threshold, Canada is going to keep the border closed, and for as long as that, until that dissipates, until we get to fully vaccinate. And so that is your episode 6. Penny, for your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think the US-Canada border should be open soon? If not, do you think that Justin Trudeau is doing the right thing? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time.